famous because of his cereal. He comes from the rainforest. Anybody have an idea what it might be? It is a toucan, yes. Okay, this little fella's name is El Guapo, which is Spanish for the handsome one. And he's coming right out. Maybe he's coming, maybe he's not. Okay. Okay, now Robbie is a Swainson's toucan, which is one of the larger species of toucans. There's many, many different species. They can. Okay? Okay, the largest species of toucan is a Toco toucan, and they range all the way down to the little tiny ones called toucanettes. All of them have colorful bills, and if you look at it, you think, oh my gosh, he must be easy prey for a predator because he's so brightly colored. However, when he is in a standing position or if he's sleeping, he tucks that bill underneath his wing feathers, and then he pulls his little tail feathers up, so he actually appears just a black mass of feathers. So that's how he camouflages himself.
Is this from
Yes, it has. Yes, it's being in repair right now. Yep, growing back. Okay. Now these guys make a sound that can be heard a mile away. You know how long a mile is. In the rainforest, you can hear these guys. If you notice too, I'm going to feed him a grape. He's an excellent catcher. Turn around there, Rob. Come here, Robbie. Okay, ready, buddy? You see the little appendage, like the thing sticking out of his mouth right now? Looks like a piece of straw. Whoops, sorry, guys. Okay, that's actually his tongue. Now, when toucans eat, as with other birds, they do not chew their food. What they do is they grab it, they throw it in the back of their throat, and they just swallow it. Here you go, Robbie. Rob, pay attention. Hey. Here you go, buddy. Whoops. He's not used to being a small kitty. Ready? There we go. Okay. Who would like to throw Robbie a grape? I need a volunteer. Come on here, buddy. Okay, you play softball? Yeah, you're pretty good? Can you pitch? Okay, on the count of 3, we're going to have you throw Guppy a grape, okay? Now, Guppy's an unusual toucan, too. When he gets excited and when he's happy, he actually sucks his toe and purrs like a cat. It's kind of unusual. And then he'll also share. In the wild, the male and female toucans, when they're courting each other, they will share food. Like he likes Danny. He'll probably give Danny a grape. Maybe. Oh, maybe not. Did you hear him growling? Maybe not. I think he's a little overwhelmed. Okay, why don't you just take it? Or look at that one. He's going to eat that? Okay, we'll make him. He's going to swallow that. I guess not. Okay, little buddy, hang on here. We're going to, as soon as Rocky gives that grape up, I'm going to give you another grape to give him. You just take it. Okay, you ready? On the count of 3. Throw it. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Overshot that one a little bit. Okay, on count of 3. Ready? Rocky. Grop, grop. Okay, he sees it now. Ready? 1, 2, 3. That was pretty good. He found it. All right, we'll give it one more time here. Whoops. Okay, there. Okay, hang on 1 sec. Count 3. 1, 2, 3. Good one. Let's give him a hand here. Nice one. Okay, does anybody have any questions about this little fella? Yes. Why is it not? Because that's the type, the species that he is, the Swainson's toucan. Each one of the toucans have different colorations on their beak. Yes. Do they have a what? Do they have babies? Yes, they do. They have babies. And the little eggs hatch out? No. You don't want to hear it. Yes. I'm sorry, what? They just named the fruits after the toucan because the toucan eats a lot of fruit. And actually, these are great for replenishing your rainforest because what will happen? They eat fruits like papayas, mangoes, things like that. Exactly. The seeds travel through. The seeds are not so they can reach, like they're tree dwellers primarily, and that way they can reach over and pick the fruit, you know, because the fruit doesn't usually grow, you know, so close to the branches. That's the main reason, and the other reason is primarily like for feeding one another. Okay? Any other questions about the toucan? No. Okay. We're still traveling in South America here. Who can show me where Colombia is? You know where Colombia is? Come on here, honey. You think you can find Colombia for us? Oh, perfect. All right. Very good. Yes, this is where Colombia is. Now, the next little animal that we're going to show you comes from a very small part of that country. And this is one of the reasons that she is so highly endangered.
Well, you got to stand right here, baby. You'll stay right here.
Okay, I will stay quiet. I did forget. Can I have some sweeties? Whoa! And this didn't want to come out there. It's your baby. Okay, this little gal's name is Zulu. Zulu is a cotton-top tamarin. A lot of you guys are familiar with the like the golden lion tamarin, like that we have at the zoos. Well, this is a cousin of the golden lion tamarin, and she's called a cotton-top tamarin. So these little guys are one of the smaller species of monkeys, primates. Okay, and I'm going to bring her around. As I bring her around, though, unfortunately, you cannot touch her. That's how the monkeys act, right? Oh, did you drink? I said here, what she's getting here are baby puffs. This is her comfort food. When she goes out, she knows she gets a treat. So we always reward her with the baby puffs. Yes? I'm sorry? It's illegal to do that. It's a law. And there's a reason for that, actually. The reason being a primate, she's like humans are primates. So she can contact any disease that we have, or she could give you any disease that she has. For instance, if you guys had a cold, let's say you had blown your nose, and you had a cold, she could contact that disease, okay? Which would not be good for her. Now these little guys in the wild, they make 43 different sounds. If you're real quiet, you can hear her. She's doing her comfort song right now. She's very happy because she's getting goodies. And in the wild, the male actually does all the work of raising the kids, okay? The little babies, mother has the babies, she feeds the babies, but the daddy does everything else. Like he cleans them, he takes them out, teaches them how to hunt for things. And he does it all for them. We were at a show a couple weeks ago, one of the women said, well, no wonder they're in danger. You know, leaving it up to all the guys there. Say what? They make 43 different songs. If you're quiet, you can hear her, because she's doing it right now. If you look at her fur, she looks kind of greasy. You know, like she has greasy fur here, and that's her reason. Because think about it, she's from the rainforest, and it's very humid, very damp there. If she didn't have fur that was able to repel the water, all the water would touch her skin, and she'd constantly be wet, and she could get very sick from that. Now, this type of monkey does not have a prehensile tail. You know what prehensile means? Most monkeys have a tail they can use, like as a fifth limb. They'll wrap it around, and they can hang from it. She cannot use that to actually hang from the trees or anything. What she uses this for, when she's gliding through the treetops, is like a rudder, like a directional signal. And they have very, very sharp little claws, and their little hands are like Velcro. Because when they're little, they actually travel around on their mom's or dad's backs. And if they think about it, if they're flying through the treetops and they should fall, of course they would be killed. So they have a really strong grip. When Zulu was a baby, she used to climb. She thought I was her mom. She would hang on my hair all day and just ride around with me. Can everybody hear that song she just made? Yeah, it's kind of a little squeak there. Zulu's 7 now. You're 7? She's the same age as you. How cool is that? Okay, anybody have any questions about little Zulu? Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't hear. What? Why are they endangered? Okay, very good question. They come from a very, very small area in Colombia. And you're familiar with deforestation, right? You know what that means? No. You don't know what that means? Okay. Do you know what habitat destruction is? Yeah. Have you learned about that? what happens? All the trees where they live are being cut down. So that ruins, they have no place to live. And because they're in such a small area, when those trees are destroyed, their homes are destroyed, and then in turn they get destroyed. So because of deforestation, there are very, very few of these left. Actually, there are more in captivity right now than there are in the wild. Okay, any other questions about her? Yes? No? Okay. Anybody else? Yes? What is your question? This is true. They do. Monkeys do climb trees. Yes? Yeah, I can bring her around, girl. We can get a close-up view over here. Good. Unfortunately, you can't. Okay, good. Isn't she close? She got the coolest stuff. Yes, she is tiny. You're welcome.
But you left it out.
Correct.
She's coming.
They're not pets. No, you can't own a monkey as a pet in New York State. But there are more in captivity than there are in the wild right now. Yeah, like different zoos have different breeding programs. We've been able to produce many babies ourselves. You know, we have parents. She's cute. Okay. We're going to put little Zulu away.
Did you guys enjoy seeing Zulu? Isn't she cute?
Yes.
Very, very fascinating. But like Sally said, huh? Oh yeah, she can run fast. Like white lightning. Like Sally said, monkeys do not make good pets. Alligators don't make good pets. Obviously, a turtle would not make a good pet. But this next critter that Dan's going to bring out does make good pets. Okay? She's from South America, Brazil, specifically right here. Okay? Her name is Tilly. And this is her first show. She's only 4 months old. This is her first show. So she's a little nervous. She will get probably about twice this size. No, she's kind of like a mouse. But she's a short-tailed possum. She is. Okay? She is no, she don't feel like that. She is what they call a pouchless marsupial. What's that? I will try to explain that to you. You know how a kangaroo or a wallaby is a marsupial? They have a pouch. Their babies are born early. The babies climb into that pouch, and that's where they get their nourishment, and they grow until they're ready to come out. A short-tailed possum being a pouchless marsupial means that she doesn't have a pouch. Her babies are born early. They will attach to her belly, and there they will stay until they're ready to climb on. If they get old enough, they get their fur, their eyes open up, and they climb onto her back, and she will carry them around until they're about 7, 8 weeks old. And then they'll finally leave. She does have a prehensile tail.
She gonna fight you.
No. She's sniffing.
Yeah, she's sniffing. Hi, Tilly.
You can touch it.
So she will use that tail to wrap around your finger. You don't mind, will you? Here. And she has, I'm not gonna take mine. She has a prehensile, an opposable thumb. She has a thumb like ours. She has hands like ours, front and back. She has 4 hands. She doesn't have any feet, just 4 hands. And again, she uses them for climbing and running around. They're kind of scavengers. She will eat fruits and vegetables. Take it over there and show them. It's quite interesting. Okay. She will scavenge around and eat fruits and vegetables, small insects, things like that, little bugs, everything. No, she's a short-tailed possum, and they're from Brazil. Brazil is in South America. And when people over there have them in their house, they're considered good luck. They're a good luck critter. Yep, people. No, they will not get along. Actually, she is very, very happy being by herself. They're solitary. The female raises the babies by herself, so no, they would not get along. Actually, Tilly would probably eat the hamster. Okay.
Could you touch it?
She has very good hearing. That's why her ears are a little bit bigger. And her eyes are big and round and black. That means that she's nocturnal. So she would come out at night. They're very easy to keep. You would keep them like a hamster. She has a bigger cage than this at home. This is only just her travel cage. And you put a wheel in it. They will run in a wheel, and they like a little hidey spot to get into. You can tear up paper towel or Kleenex, the unscented type, and she'll wrap that in her tail and take it into her little nest and make a little nest out of it.
So they don't store anything?
No, they do not have pouches where they store anything. They do have 50 teeth though. All that whole long pointy nose is just full of teeth. But if they bite you, they don't have enough strength to really hurt. You know, it's more like a little pinch and then they're gone. She will eat crickets, mealworms. We feed her cat food, a little bit of dry and wet food, oranges, apples, all sorts of things like that. Any other questions? Can I feed her now? I can try to feed her some of Zulu's food, some of that little, the little cereal things that Sally had for Zulu. But she's too nervous. Like I said, it's her first show. She hasn't been away from her regular cage. Yeah, she's just nervous. Where do we get the animals from? I got them from a pet store. All the animals, we get them from all different places, depending on what kind they are. Any other questions? Pardon me? Do we travel? No, we do not travel. Not like you're thinking. I'm too busy taking care of the animals.
Okay. Okay, boys and girls, next part of our program, we're going to play a little game with you. And this is called